After 5 months, 20 states, and over 9,000 kilometers, our time to leave Mexico has finally come. This country, with its people, its culture, food, color, and kindness, has left an imprint on our hearts that will last a lifetime. In the time that we've had here, we've done our best to explore as much as possible, and we're proud to say that that goal has been achieved. But we've got 2 more states to explore, Yucatan and Quintana Roo. Mexico has never stopped throwing incredible experiences our way, and it's not about to stop. So buckle up, grab your flashlight and scuba mask, and let's roam.
Some roads don't simply exist on a map. They live in your mind, calling to you in your sleep, filling your thoughts at work. The Pan American Highway, a road spanning the length of North and South America, a 30,000-kilometer road trip through more than 15 countries, is that road for us. Life to us is nothing more than a collection of moments, and we want to fill our moments with adventure. So for 18 months, we'll be driving south from Tuctayacta, Canada, all the way to Ushuaia, Argentina. From the Arctic to the Andes, through deserts, jungles, and the unknown, we'll live and wander in our self-built adventure-mobile, seeking stories, chasing landscapes, and redefining what it means to us to be modern-day explorers. This is our journey.
We are still in the Mexican state of Chiapas. It's Saturday, and for this weekend's camp spot, we've sought out what we believe to be a secluded river spot along Rio Chihoy, a long snaking river that makes up part of the border between Mexico and Guatemala. When we arrive, little to no people are around. There's only a few boats on the river, and it looks as though we found a quiet spot to wait out the remaining days of Semana Santa. Spoiler alert, we were wrong. As the sun reaches its zenith on Sunday, we are soon hemmed in on either side by large families, here to celebrate the finale of Holy Week. But you know what? Despite having come here to get away from people, having them around feels really good. Despite obviously not being from around here, our presence on this beach doesn't really seem to bother anyone, and we are soon treated to some true Mexican hospitality.
Are you hot, honey?
Yes.
Have you had that fan pointed at your face all day?
Yes.
I have mine too. Well, tell me what just happened.
We were just hanging out in the river, and there's a family here celebrating the last day of Semana Santa, and a gentleman walked over with this to give to us, just because they're the nicest people ever. Shrimp. Unbelievable.
Wonderful.
People around here, I swear.
Yeah.
So kind.
Okay, Mexico.
Yet again.
How are you so friendly?
We've been retrieved out of the water one more time.
Oh, what is going on here?
We got whistled out of the water again to be hand-delivered a platter of food. Just ridiculous.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, it looks so delicious. And we were like just talking about
I'm being hungry. She read my mind.
Palabras sabias, no sabré decir. Solo que cuesta lo que cuesta y eso es todo. Si lo que quieres es saber cómo vivir. Palabras sabias, no sabré decir. Solo que cuesta lo que cuesta y eso es todo. Si lo que quieres es saber cómo vivir.
With the weekend over and the cool water of Cascadas calling our name, it is time to leave. So today we are starting a rather long drive, and this also begins our exit out of Chiapas. We are, over the next week and a half to 2 weeks going to be heading to Yucatan, joining up with friends and traveling around to some cenotes before heading into Belize. We've got between us and Yucatan probably
4 days?
4 days worth of driving. Of course, that is at slow roamer pace.
Yep.
And yeah, we're really excited to see a new country. So
Yeah.
let's get
Onwards
driving.
and upwards.
Yeah, let's get driving. Something of note from our time on the river is that we both saw a distinct change in how we interpreted our time there. For the past 2.5 years, we have sought out solitude at every chance. It's not that we don't like people, it's just that we really like being the lone people in a grand landscape. Mexico has changed that. There are, of course, open spaces here on the mainland, but they're not like the ones that we're used to in Canada or the USA. You can normally find civilization pretty quick anywhere you go in Mexico. But we've grown accustomed to being closer to people than normal and have really begun to enjoy the strong sense of community here as people come out to recreate and enjoy the outdoors. And it's hard not to when the strangers are so welcoming. The way out from the eastern corner of Chiapas took us along the 307, a stretch of highway that is in dire need of repair in many sections. Our progress was fairly steady, save for the times I laid on the brakes, sending loose items inside the van sliding to the front. But in due time, we had reached the small town of Anjal Albino Corzo, our camp spot for the night. Well, it looks like camp for the night. Well, we got to our camp spot, and the first thing we did,
Buy pizza.
we got pizza. Because we're hungry, we've been driving for hours.
Hours.
Finally, water.
Water!
Water!
Not that we're not already soaked with sweat.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, it's cold too.
oh my gosh, yes.
As will be the theme of our travels for the next few months, it's hot outside, and there's no way to escape it other than being close to the water. I don't suspect we'll have a camp spot far from a water source for quite some time. How's that working out for her, babe?
We could probably walk at this point. Oh no, too deep. We're going home?
Should we go home?
Yeah.
So, today we are going to try and smash out 2 cascadas, and tomorrow we're going to go to Agua Azul, which is a pretty big tourist attraction in this area. And following day is a restock day in Palenque before doing 2 long drive days to through Tabasco, through Campeche, up to Yucatan.
We are really starting to close in on Central America at this point. If it wasn't for the heat that was informing us, it's the coconut palms, banana trees, loud birds in the trees, and abundance of waterfalls. It's incredible how the human mind can adapt, and experiences like this can quickly become something you've grown accustomed to. We're not really certain of what lies ahead of us in Central America. Pretty likely it'll be more of this, but we know it will come to an end as we eventually ship the Darien Gap to South America. So, although we could dismiss this waterfall as smaller or less impressive, we're soaking up as much as we can before spots like this become more scarce.
Well, it's freaking hot out. Luckily, we are on our way to the next cascada.
Misoha.
That doesn't sound Spanish at all.
No, it doesn't. There's a lot of Asian seeming names around these parts.
Asian influence in Chiapas.
And the Yucatan.
And Yucatan.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Following the 307, we eventually met the junction with the 353 to Palenque. Turning northwest, the mountains that had been previously at our sides grew up into our windshield, and we were once again climbing, eventually turning into the parking lot of Cascada de Misolha. This attraction, although beautiful, came with tour buses packed with tourists, so we stayed long enough to appreciate the beauty of this tall standing waterfall, and then promptly left as more tour buses arrived.
What did we score?
We got some jugo de piña y jugo de what? Jamaica. I always forget the name. So
hibiscus flower.
Yeah.
And pineapple juice.
Yeah. And we just want to send out another big shout out to Andrew Cumler for more jugo dinero.
Yeah.
Muchas gracias, amigo. Lush green Mexico, full of jungles and stuff. It's so cool, so cool. Yeah. Another hour down the road is Agua Azul. As our pace has been quicker than anticipated and with plenty of light still remaining, we pressed on towards the small town with updated plans to use the day we had technically gained to spend 2 nights there instead of just 1. This would be the last milky blue river we'd enjoy in Mexico, so a full day on the water was not just a desire, it was a necessity.
To Agua Azul. It seems like a mecca of tourism.
What do you think?
So nice. Yes.
After hours spent in the hot cab of the van, feeling like 2 rotisserie chickens in an oven, the cool waters of Agua Azul were an exhilarating relief. The inside of the van right now is so incredibly hot. It's brutal. It's got to be like at least 34 degrees in here right now. What do you think, babe?
Hotter than hell. That's my new slogan for how the inside of the van feels.
Hotter than hell.
Hotter than hell.
Burning up in here.
It's like we're getting punished for something.
Well, it was another hot night here in Chiapas. We're staying here in Las Nubes today. We're going to enjoy the river as much as possible. But I just wanted to share a little van life reality with you guys. So, aside from the fact that it's like molten lava outside already, and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, so we're parked in this area that has like cabanas or something over there, and we're just kind of like in the grass between a bunch of trees and some cabanas. But right over there is like the well, or like place where the sewage goes. So ever so often we're like in the van and just like a rich sewage smell wafts into the van. So that's cool. Just another kind of thing you have to deal with when you're just camping whenever you can. Yeah.
Work is done for the day. We've already done a little bit of scouting as to where we want to go in Agua Azul. We've had our pina coladas, we've had our empanadas, and we're just gonna chill by the river for the rest of the day because it is smoking hot, as has been the trend here in this part of Mexico. It's gonna be great.
Yahoo! Let's go! Bye-bye, Agua Azul. You were the best place ever.
And then, just like that, we exchanged mountain views for the flat jungle. Ahead of us lay 2.5 long days of driving as we made a mad dash for the Yucatan Peninsula. Our water sources we'd be changing from cascadas and milky blue rivers to oceanfronts and cenotes.
If you're enjoying this film and want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It's a free and easy way to help our videos make it to a wider audience.
Oh, holy moly. This is pretty beautiful. At the end of our shorter day of driving and restocking on supplies, we had pulled into the small town of Catazaha. We'd met a gentleman earlier who was from here and told us about the lake the town was perched on. In keeping with camping close to water, it wasn't hard for us to choose where to stay for the night. Immediately upon arriving, Jorge and his son Jesus came to welcome us to their town. They kindly invited us to stay the night, and later Jorge's father came to visit us as well.
Ahí está, mira.
Sardina. Esa es sardina.
Arenga.
Ay, arenga.
Arenga.
Ahora tiene que soltar otra vez a la...
Sí. Tírala. Ahí no, tírala.
Get out of here. Hello.
Goodbye.
Well, that was simply wonderful. Hey, babe.
Yeah. Hey, what a legend.
What happened is we arrived at this spot on the lake, and Jorge Jesus came out and welcomed us to this beach. We just had a long conversation with him and learned a little bit about his life and what they do here, and then I believe his father came out and chatted with us for a little while. His father gifted us this hand-carved manatee, and Jorge wrote on it. What a wonderful experience! Oh my gosh! Just like that's true Mexican hospitality there.
Amazing.
So, hey Jorge y Jesus, mucho gusto.
Yeah.
This is Jorge. Jorge,
Hey, pasa, Puti.
hola.
Hola.
Sábalo.
And this is a
Un
sábalo.
sábalo, sí.
Oh, muy grande.
Sí. Muy
Hola,
grande.
Jesus.
Jesús, saluda.
Hola.
Hola. The night beside the lake had only offered a small reprieve from the ever-present heat and humidity. But what it didn't offer in lack of temperature, it made up for in peace and quiet, a proverbial calm before the storm. The world around us slowly woke, and we counted the minutes before departing last night's camp spot in search of tonight's. Before leaving though, we had to go over to Jorge's place to say goodbye and see if we could spot some of the resident iguanas in the trees in his yard. now that we've finished visiting with Jorge and family, and we're on the road again. We got a long drive day for us.
Yeah.
At least 4 hours, probably gonna be 5, because we gotta make it to Campeche City.
Yeah.
Let's go! As we move out onto Mexico's eastern peninsula, the drive times have increased drastically. Driving notably faster than we had in months, a whopping 100 kilometers per hour consistently, it wasn't until 5.5 hours had passed that we finally arrived at the Gulf of Mexico for the second time on our trip. The ocean lay on our left, although we were driving north. That night, we'd look across the Gulf towards Veracruz at roughly the same latitude that we'd camped months prior, while watching the sun dip below the horizon. Day 3, and the longest day of driving we'll experience since entering Mexico. Before we knew it, we'd passed through Campeche and found ourselves crossing over into the second last state in Mexico. Yucatan had a surprise waiting for us, one I'd been eager to experience for quite some time. As we proceeded northeast, I kept a keen eye on the skies, the towering cumulus clouds hinting at their intention. I waited, watched, and hoped until the tarmac led us under the clouds and the skies opened up. Our first tropical storm. I am soaking wet. That was so awesome. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to be like just coated in fresh water. Oh.
It was like a shower. It was like a shower, right, hon?
Yeah, give us like a shower.
Who needs a shower?
A few hours of driving later, we were crossing the land bridge that led to the small coastal town of El Coyo, where our van friends awaited our arrival. But there was one more surprise in store.
Are those flamingos?
Oh, they are flamingos.
What? What? Are those real flamingos?
Yeah.
What? Them's theirs. Those are some flamingos.
Flamingos. Turns out this is a national wildlife preserve. On the south side of El Cuyo, it's reserved for flamingos, as this is an annual mating area, and on the north side, it's reserved as a sea turtle nesting area. Well, that was a very long day of driving. We found our friends. They're just over there. And today's move time was 7 hours and 34 minutes. So that's the longest drive day that we have had in an exceptionally long time.
Yes.
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 Let's not do it again.
No,
I'm
no,
so
no.
sorry. Okay.
Oh, he's old.
Yeah. Let's go see the beach. There's van friends. It's like there's kite surfers here or something. Over the following 3 days, we'd spend our time here working, catching up on rest, and getting acquainted with Josephine and Daniel, who we'd be traveling with for the next couple weeks. Our new friends have just returned from a 4-month hiatus from their travels south of the US border, and thus have a very big job of cleaning and reorganizing their van before we hit the road once again. Our time in this little town will be remembered as being constantly sticky with sea spray, super hot, excellent food, and chill beach town vibes.
What are you guys doing?
Cockroach situation.
Cool. Van life, right?
Don't leave onions in your van for 4 months.
Duly noted.
Need some garlic?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Found the right drawer. Yes, it is. Oh, the side.
On a side note, that right there is a burning fly. Josephine and Daniel brought a new fly swatter for us from America. It's from Amazon. And we figured out a hack. You just turn the thing on, you leave it on the bench. Because it's got this blue light, the flies just fly right into it and burn. And this is a huge hack because the fly problem here is legendary. Look at them burn.
With 3 days on the beach behind us, it was time to move back inland on the peninsula. Ahead of us lies a day of restocking supplies and driving. The kind of in-between times that we don't often show but are the true reality of life spent on the road. These days, when they're over, always leave us exhausted and help us to appreciate the slow moments when we can stop and smell the roses. Or in the case of out here, the sea breeze.
We're all hot. You're a hot dog, huh?
Well, honey,
Well,
was it a good haul?
yeah, it was pretty good, pretty lucrative.
Three hours south and then west, we're on our way to one of the more impressive archaeological sites on the Yucatan Peninsula, one that is currently one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Ah, zanahoria. Y amarillo?
Mango.
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 You're like
Yellow.
you're like in my mind. I was like, oh, I wish we could stop here, and then you stopped, and I was like, yay!
Mango. Por favor.
Mango. ¿Cuánto cuesta? Por uno? 60.
Just out here spending all that jugo dinero. Yeah, it's hot.
Mexican road snacks.
Yeah, so we have just unlocked 2 delicious Mexican road snacks now that we're basically leaving Mexico. So the first is actually
Oaxacan cheese. It's like super stringy. It's almost like having a cheese string.
Yeah, so we got this at the little tienda this morning in El Cuyo. Yeah, it's really delicious. And then the second, plantain chips. It's basically like a bag of chips, except way healthier. So
Jury's out on that. Way healthier, but plantains instead of potatoes.
we're learning things. Looks like home for the night. Playing some baseball while we're at it.
Come here. Little cutie kitty.
The morning after our long drive day, we awoke early and got prepared for our day at Chichen Itza. We had hopes that we'd beat the crowds of tourists that spill in from Cancun every day. Temperatures were already climbing towards the 30s, with an ambient temperature of around 25 degrees when we crawled out of bed. It was going to be another hot day.
Wow. Is that all of our energy for today's walk?
Yes. I read it's not a good idea to get hangry at Chichen Itza. So we're not gonna get hangry because we've got this beautiful overnight chia pudding oats situation happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go for a walk.
Oh gosh.
Well, despite wanting to avoid the crowds, we haven't done it. They got here before us.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, maybe.
Well, we're all dressed in our best tourist regalia, and we're on our way into Chichen Itza, one of the 7 wonders of the world. My least favorite sign, but luckily I flew outside of the park.
Chichen Itza is one of the most iconic and well-preserved ancient Maya cities nestled in the dense forests of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Once a thriving economic, political, and religious center, it reached its height between the 7th and 10th centuries AD, drawing influence from both Maya and Toltec cultures.
Are you guys praying to the Mayan gods, or are you airing out your pits? I don't know which. Tandem religious exercises.
Its most famous structure is El Castillo, Temple of Kukulkan, a massive step pyramid engineered with remarkable precision. During the spring and fall equinoxes, the setting sun casts a serpent-shaped shadow along its northern staircase, a tribute to the feathered serpent deity, Kukulkan. The site also features the Great Bull Court, the largest in Mesoamerica, where ritual games and high-stakes competitions took place. Nearby, the Temple of the Warriors and the Group of 1,000 Columns hint at the city's once imposing ceremonial architecture. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 7 wonders of the world, Chichen Itza stands as a breathtaking window into ancient innovation, cosmology, and power, a place where mythology and mathematics were carved into stone.
I actually came here for the lizards. Pretty. Like I said, we came here for the lizards.
Alright, you're not actually stealing my shot because I cannot. Okay, I'm switching the name. Ridiculous.
With the place filling up and the temperatures climbing into the high 30s, we made tracks for the exit and the other thing that makes Yucatan so famous.
Cheers!
You got some treats?
Got some treats. Ah. Oh yeah.
Yummy.
So good. More driving treats. The best.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
60. Those churros. A little bit of chocolate sauce on the top.
Oh.
Need to steal your internet.
You also have a tree hanging off the side of your van.
A what?
A tree. Other side. Other side.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Like a full-on tree. Oh, look at that.
Jeez.
Hey, I didn't
Picking up
want that.
hitchhikers, eh? Okay, so we are rushing over to the entrance of the cenote here because apparently there's only light on it from 10 till 2 and it's like 1:30 right now. So we're gonna get a short bit of swimming. Oh, there it is. And then we're gonna have to come out.
So cool.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is, I can't. This is so creepy. Oh, we're just like descending into the dark. I think I gotta put my headlamp on here. Wow, this is so deep.
This is terrifying. Ah, this is scary. Oh, I'm scared of the dark. What the heck?
This is so cool. That didn't sound good. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is so cool.
Okay.
Oh.
Not yet.
It's pretty long. It's quite long. Oh my gosh.
What was that? That wasn't you? Oh. Wow. Oh, hello.
Oh, it's a bird.
Somebody's in here.
All right. Going in.
Your shoe. It's right here.
This is so freaking wild.
This is so awesome. I never thought we'd get a cenote to ourselves on the Yucatan. What? Yeah. Ooh.
So cool.
So, are we having the ultimate cook-off right now?
Yep, those guys over there gave me an excellent idea, so I thought I'd just go ahead and copy them.
You mean outdo them?
No.
What are you making, Daniel?
Well, I'm making some chicken and for a Thai peanut salad.
100,000 years. Maybe longer.
I love the level of your exaggeration.
Alright. Ready?
Ready.
Set.
Eat.
Eat!
Eggs and papayas, the breakfast of champions. What are you chasing? Did you find a lizard? That's nice. Well, that was an absolutely fantastic experience.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, we had our own personal cenote. It was spectacular. Like, I never thought we'd be in the Yucatan and have a cenote for ourselves.
And we got a hot shower as well.
Multiple.
Yeah. And it was so cool here last night that we both got like legitimately good sleeps, which, that's like the rare of the rare around here right now.
Yeah.
So, great experience. We're on to another cenote before we go to Cancun, of all places.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Spacious than the last.
Good slide down. A little more rickety.
Just a little more movement. It means it might mean it's earthquake proof. Wow.
What?
Now it's perfect.
See?
My time was going swimmingly, pun intended, until Daniel and I discovered cliff jumping, and I decided to go and do something really stupid. And believe you me, my mom is going to kill me for this.
Are you okay?
All right, so you're a little red, and you haven't been in the sun too long.
No.
So what happened?
I have not backflipped off of anything that high since I was a younger man, to say the least. And that was just like a serious miscalculation of height and rotation. And
Straight belly flop.
worst belly flop I've ever done in my life. That really, really hurt.
What is this about, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. That's a bruise.
That's gonna be a bruise?
Yeah.
Oh, instant!
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Anyway.
Okay, so
Close your eyes.
any lessons learned?
Do a test flip at a lower level before you jump off.
That wasn't what I was hoping for.
Wow.
Maybe he'll stop wanting to backflip off things.
Can you pull up that? I really want to see that photo again.
Calculated that so bad.
Oh my god. Oh yes. Mine is not focusing. Oh, there we go. Oh my god.
The man can hover.
Looking at his mirror image, just hang.
Boom.
I used to. I've been on bridges that are like.
I love how happy you are about this.
I think it's pretty funny when he hurts himself. I am not ashamed to admit that.
Totally fine.
Well, now that we have swam in our second cenote and poor decisions were made,
Alex got an injury. Alex got a full body injury.
now we're going to drive to Cancun and our very last state in Mexico.
Quintana Roo.
Let's go. Well, phew, that was a drive.
Big day.
We are here in Cancun, parking up beside the hotels. Yay, yay. We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah.
It is at this point in our travels through Mexico that we have now traveled to all three coastlines: the Gulf of Mexico, the Pacific, and finally the Caribbean. A fitting end to our time in this incredible country.
Yeah, this is my neighborhood. This is the local spot to hang. We have rooms in each resort for whenever we want to use them. Yeah.
Did we just go to Costco for the first time and last time in Mexico?
It was so fun.
The joy at which this girl gets from going to Costco is really unreal.
I've never had a Costco membership. It's the novelty hasn't worn off.
Restocked and refueled, we drove out of the foreign-feeling Cancun and headed south towards the border to Belize. Over the past days in Yucatan and Quintana Roo, we've discovered considerably longer drive times than anywhere during our travels in Mexico. We have traveled predominantly by fast-moving highway, and it's been a challenge to find free camp spots. It's not what we'd consider an overlander's paradise, but what it's lacking in adventure travel, it's made up for in otherworldly experiences and unique places to swim. We'll not soon forget what we've seen here in these far south states of Mexico. They have treated us well and provided a most excellent send-off.
Well, we found camp for the night, we think. Tell us about our day.
Starlink was broken when we woke up this morning, and luckily it's the weekend and we were with our friends who have Starlink. And we were in Cancun where we can buy new Starlink. So we went and we bought a new Starlink dishy. And yeah, so that's a bit of a... And now we're here.
So, in addition to that, the last 2 days have been loaded full of driving. I'm exhausted.
And adventure.
Yeah, totally. The cenotes yesterday were magical. But town days always take it out of us. Holy moly.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow's a chill day, and then on Monday.
To Belize.
Yeah, on Monday we cross into Belize. Let's go. Country number 5.
Our time in Mexico has been incredible, to say the least, and has been the first big step into international overland travel for us. The memories and experiences that we are taking with us from this place are ones that will inform and punctuate our memories long into our later years. This has been a life experience well worth having. Thank you, Mexico, and all the Mexican people that have made our travels so incredibly wonderful. We're going to miss you dearly. And don't worry, we'll be back. Thank you for being here along with us on this journey. We hope that our stories and experiences spark something in you. Maybe a bit of curiosity, maybe the urge to get out and explore this big, beautiful world for yourself. Chase that next adventure and make the kind of memories that stick with you. Until next time, keep on roaming. If you would like to see behind the scenes content, get route and camp spot information, or if you'd just like to help support us by putting some gas in our tank each month, you can contribute on Patreon. Oh hey there, but before you go, don't forget to check out slowroamers.com to get yourself some rad Slow Roamers merch. For additional photos and commentary on our journey, you can follow along on Facebook and Instagram. Alright Mexico, we'll see you later. We love you. Bye.